Auburn and Louisiana play in week 3 in college football. They're both ranked. This is an interesting game with a lot of factors. We're going to talk with Jeff from BMOCmoves.com and analyze the spread and the total here. Now, Jeff, there's a lot of factors. I don't want to forget any of them. I have them all written down. First of all, we know Auburn struggles against dual threat quarterbacks, which is what LSU is going to have here. But, LSU doesn't appear to have much of a passing game, so, their offense is somewhat limited. We know that Auburn also is having a lot of issues, right? Jeremy Johnson at quarterback is just looking, like he's a little bit lost. Now, is that just sort of an early season fluke, or is that indicative of struggles that'll last the whole year? They also have a number of key injuries on defense, and there's that one guy, I forgot his name, the pass rusher, who makes a huge difference for Auburn's defense, and if he plays, I think that's a big help. Right now, Louisiana State is LSU's a 7-point home favorite. Big line considering how limited their offense is. I guess I would lean Auburn, but the play that I really like, I think, is the under. I bet it at 49.5. Now it's down to 48.5 from 50, and the market does seem to be split. The sharp books are split on where the lean should be. Pinnacle has 48. The Greek has 49. So Pinnacle is leaning under at 48.5. The Greek appears to be leaning over at 48.5. It's an interesting game, a lot of factors. I like the under at 49.5, and I think at 48.5, that would still be my pick. What's your analysis of this game, Jeff?
Auburn wants to get the bad taste in their mouth out of last week. That Jacksonville State performance was pretty depressing. I mean, you have to look, maybe they're looking ahead in that one, but you got to think they want to bounce back here. Will Muschamp, the new defensive coordinator, I got to imagine he's going to key in on Leonard Fournette and make Brandon Jennings beat them. I mean, Brandon Harris, I'm sorry. He's not really a great passer. I think he only had like 80 yards against Mississippi State. They really can't throw the ball down there at Louisiana State. Problem is, they're so good defensively, they don't really need to score a ton of points. They're going to stay in the game. Les Miles, 111-1 against the spread career in conference home opener. So he just really doesn't cover at home. I mean, right. In the opener. My whole thing is, you mentioned the injuries. They have to be at full strength, Auburn, defensively, just because they are lacking at times. But if they can get those guys in, which I think they will off suspension, all talks are they're going to be in there. I really like Auburn in this game. I think they hang around. I think they're going to want to show the country that Jacksonville State thing was just a random thing. Maybe they're looking ahead a little bit. And I think they come out here. I actually said on my own show, I think they win. I got to be honest with you, Peter. I think they go into LSU and show the country why they are a Final Four contender, which I think they are. I know I might sound crazy right now. Your listeners are probably like, what the hell is this new guy talking about? +7, I love. I'm going to sprinkle some on the money line. I think they go into Louisiana State and shock the LSU Tigers and win the football game. I'll go 27-20. Auburn, they cover, win the game outright.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff. Carl Lawson, by the way, is the name of the guy who is big pass rusher for Auburn. He was held out of the Jacksonville State game. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's going to be relatively low scoring and goes down to the wire. I would definitely lean under. And Auburn, +7. All right, we will see where these lines move. If any sharp action comes in late, it'll be interesting. It might be very telling. Jeff, tell us about BMOCmoves.com.
Yeah, on BMOCmoves.com, you can find really good reference stuff, really good. Obviously the lines, obviously my picks. You can also find my daily podcast where we chat and have some fun, bring on some good guests. Built the show up well, and we've made a good name for ourselves. I specialize specifically in college, like college basketball, college football. Love the passion. And Peter, I'm happy to be on the videos with you here. Hopefully we can get some winners here and cash with Auburn +7.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us, Jeff.